Good afternoon, everybody. It's already past noon. My name is Frank Seegers. I'm heading up sales for AiVidens. AiVidens is a company based in Brussels, Oudergem, and we have a solution that is in really high demand today. So if we look to the market, there's a big crisis going on, and actually less and less companies can book growth figures. So people and CEOs and CFOs of every company in the world right now, the main KPI is no longer growth, but it is retaining cash. So to stay cash flow positive. Now we have the solution to help companies with that. So how can you stay cash flow positive? Well, you want your clients to pay their invoices that you send to them. And how do we do that? We actually will load all the data that they have from the last 3 to 5 years, and I'm talking about all their invoices, credit notes, and payments into our solution, and then the AI engine will do its magic, and it will predict the payment date of every new invoice that comes in. So we analyze the data, and for each client we actually will make a profile, a payment profile, and also a risk profile. So that's basically what AiVidens does, and I will bring you through the presentation now. So perhaps I stand better here. So our mission as a company is that we empower credit and collection teams with predictive analytics about their client payment behavior. And we provide also a work platform whereby that reinforces the collection process to maximize their working capital. So when you look to the market, people in sales, like I'm in sales, we are in contact with clients, with potential clients, but there is also other people within the company who is in contact with clients, and those are the collection people. And that's what we have a solution for, to speed up the payment process. So we are in the heart of Europe in Brussels, Oudergem, and we have seasoned experts in finance, AI, and software as a service. So our solution is a SaaS solution. We have clients in major industry verticals, utility sector, in the food sector, aerospace, services, media, and the solution is proven. So if we look to the collection problem today in companies, how do they collect money from the clients? How do they get the invoices being paid? We see that there is a lot of obstacles that the clients are facing. They use, and you would not, you would probably be surprised about it, but many companies still are using Excel sheets. So they have a huge Excel sheet with all the clients in there, open invoices, what are the payment terms, and typically the collection department follows up on those invoices that are longest outstanding and who also have the highest outstanding amount. But our tool actually, when it does the analysis, it might actually categorize that specific client as with a green emoticon. It means you don't have to do anything with that client. You don't need to make a call. You don't need to send them a reminder. Well, the reminder email will go automatic, but you should not interact because the tool has analyzed that this client always pays late, but he will pay. So what the tool actually generates is for all the clients who have outstanding invoices, a list for the collection people with yellow emoticons. Yellow means you need to follow up, you need to send them reminders, you need to interact with them and tell them, look, it's time to pay, or your invoice is soon overdue or is already overdue. And if the emoticon is red color, then they don't need to do anything except for pushing on a button. A whole reporting is generated and that goes to the bailiff. Bailiff, huissier, deurwaarder in het Nederlands, difficult word for the guy or the person, the lady or the man who goes and knocks on the door, you need to pay. So in reality, when you look to the market, and typically people in sales like myself, we have loyal clients and they pay us in time, but you see that this is evolving as time progresses, and this is something that we see often with our customers, that very loyal clients, they start to pay later and later. And then the sales team says, oh, don't interact, they will pay, they are loyal clients, and so long the payment will come. What happens? They go bankrupt. And then obviously everyone like panicking, why didn't we see this? So our tool will help with anticipating these problems. And how do we do that? Well, the tool will actually provide payment profile per client and also the risk type. And you see that in the start, in 2011 and 12, this client had a good payment profile. But as time progresses, the risk type goes up, the risk type becomes really high, and the payment profile really bad. So with current tools in the market, the classical collection tools, apart from the Excel sheets, there is classical collection tools. What they will do, and that's the top part, they will look at the outstanding invoices and also use external data like the Dun & Bradstreet, the credit safe data. This data is good data, but it's often old. It looks at financial reports from the past, but not the status today. So, and then they do the collection process, and after they have collected, they will do the analytics. What is the average payment term? What's the days sales outstanding? In the solution that we have, that's a dynamic collection management, we do exactly the opposite. We are gonna look at all the outstanding invoices, load historical data and daily updates, also use the external data, and then we do the analytics and the prediction and the simulations. And when that has happened, and this happens on a continuous basis, then the collection process can start. And here you can really anticipate and be on top of your client to get your payment. So this way you can unlock greater value from your debt portfolio. So by using the operational external data, enriching the debt portfolio with artificial intelligence, then you analyze the data. You can even do simulation of strategy. So before you take any collection action, you can simulate like, oh, I want to have a cash-based strategy. I really want to have cash as fast as possible. Or you can do a risk strategy, like low risk. So you want every invoice to be paid, or you do a mix. So our tool caters for that. Large companies really like that. And then the credit and collection management. So the key components of our solution, well, we have the Insights module. The Insights module is actually the module where the AI engine is based in. So we have artificial intelligence in the heart of our technology, and that's the main driving engine. And that provides you with analytics, with KPIs, with alerts about your clients, with credit limit indications. So if you have a client that is paying later and later, you will not give that client the same credit limit. You will drop the credit limit and not base yourself only on the scoring from credit insurance companies or external companies like the D's and B's, Dun & Bradstreet and Credit Safe. What we say is the best data that one can have is your own company data, and use that own company data. And that's what we do. And then you have the collection module, and there's another module called the credit limit module. So everyone has its own benefits. The credit and collection manager, yeah, they will be able to define collection strategies. The collector, him or herself, will have peace of mind instead of having these thousands of clients and invoices to look at. In our case, there will be only one screen per day that the person has to work on. Those are all the yellow emoticons. And even if the person cannot work through all the tasks, he or she can allocate it to a colleague or to her boss, and and they follow up. Sales will be also happy with this kind of solution. More and more salespeople who receive a bonus or commission. It's no longer, we hear in the market, based on booked orders, but it's actually based on paid invoices. So the order, that's nice, but also make sure it's paid, and then they get their commission. So our solution helps also the salespeople when they meet with clients to also pay attention to, well, you have some outstanding orders that haven't been paid yet, and so to actually get the whole team involved in the process. And then the cash manager obviously is also happy. Why? Yeah, like before the COVID, the interest rates, they were like close to zero. So when the accounts receivable, the open invoices that still had to be paid, needed additional financing. So because the open amounts were not coming yet, so they went to the bank and they got a loan, and at a very low interest rate. So cash was for free those days. Today it's no longer 4%, 5% to get a loan. So the CFO will not like to go and finance open invoices from clients. So what they will do, they say, like, to collection department, go and get that money faster. Our tool caters for that. So AiVidens in a nutshell. So what does it lead to? It will give improved operational efficiency, plus 21%. And the collection team will actually have peace of mind. Before or today, in companies who are using classical tools, they are just chasing the highest amounts that are outstanding and the longest outstanding amounts. But are they doing actually the right job? Well, they don't have the means to actually find those invoices that should be chased, and our tool caters for that. So it brings them peace of mind. They will also have at the end of the day a feeling like, yeah, I've done my job today. Whereas when you have long Excel sheets, it never finishes. So that's a big advantage. Also, the reason to work with emoticons, green, yellow, and red, people feel very, and especially younger people, they feel at ease with this. They also can provide feedback about actions they have taken, like in an airport when you go through the customs control. You can also click on a button like, no, I wasn't happy here, like red, or it was so and so, yellow, or green, it was really good. It's the same with our tool. The collector can actually provide feedback, and the tools become smarter and smarter. So the reduction in overdue and bad debts is minus 32%. That's based on real customer data. This is just amazing, that number, so that you have less customer debt and bad debts and overdue debts. Today in Belgium, 30% of the invoices are paid late. I was last week on the credit management event, and that's what I heard, what was presented there. And 20% are paid with more than 90 days overdue. This is just staggering. And in order to, how can you anticipate that? It's because of the crisis, this situation. Well, you can anticipate that by using a tool like this. And you will have increased cash accuracy. So peace of mind, easily connect our solution to your ERP. Leverage your existing investments, because many companies have existing investments like dunning, collection, cash apps. Easy pricing model, and get your first quick wins. So we are here at this stand, so always happy to show you the product, and come by. Thank you so much.